and always will be the first question, is where do you put your tiny home? Do you place it in the backyard of your oldest child and promise to stay out of his or her personal life? Or do you rent a piece of land that allows camping, aka off-grid tiny home? Or do you purchase land that allows for glamping with no local laws on septic tanks, electricity, or water restrictions? What if you can find the land, but you no longer drive? How do you get to the store? Well, there are electric scooters, but it all depends on how far the store is. Is there public transportation anywhere near in the vicinity? Or is all of this just too complicated and it would be easier to move to Ecuador or Colombia or even Mexico if you can qualify and pay someone $800 a month to take care of you in your old age? There would be dozens, if not hundreds, of applicants who will ensure you are fed and your small home is clean with food in the refrigerator for $800 a month. This channel is all about options. Of course, if you are a young retiree or looking to retire early, this video is definitely for you. When placing a tiny home on raw land, you must always confirm you have the right to glamp or camp on the land with little to no restrictions. This usually means you will not be close to any major cities, and that's why I talked about getting around if you are no longer driving. Anyway, let's take a look at the $2,500 no plumbing tiny home package. Here's what you would need: 100-gallon fresh water storage, 12-volt pressure pump, water filtration, portable install sink. You will need a compact water heater, low flow shower, composting toilet, Greywater holding system. Now here's the portable cooking solution in a tiny home using propane or induction cooking. You're also going to need a solar generator power station. Now, here's what's not in the $2,500 price. A portable refrigerator, 12 volt, links in the description or on your screen. Starlink's internet service. Of course, you're going to need to be able to connect to the internet so you can watch my videos. And you're going to need a reliable cell phone and some kind of entertainment system like a portable smart TV. Link is in the description. And don't worry, if you decide after setting up your tiny home that you would rather not go through all of this, you can always put the tiny house on Airbnb and earn $120 to $150 a night. People, that's a night, $150 a night, especially if you have a view. And some of the tiny homes go for even more than that. But I recommend undercutting most of them so that your tiny home is always rented. Because here's what's happened when you have automatic income coming in every month. You will be able to live wherever it is you want to live. However, there is a catch. You will need to hire a reliable cleaner, staff, or a couple to manage your property. So now, you know how to set up a tiny home off-grid and live well on less in America. We have covered water, hot shower, toilet, cooking, refrigeration, electricity, and internet. In an upcoming video, we will tackle the big one, heating and air conditioning without the electrical bill or utility connection. Subscribe and return. We believe in living well on less while retired. And our new thing is we're going to see if we can make a U-turn and return back to the United States. So we will be looking for more affordable ways to live in the country we were born in, regardless of if that's the United States or Canada. So you may be asking yourself, why the hell is this woman talking about off-grid tiny homes? Well, I've been slow traveling now for over 10 years. And what I can tell you is that the prices on rentals are increasing in all of the places that are safe that we would feel comfortable in going to or retiring to. Now more than ever in the last couple of years, there has been major changes governments are making in reference to immigrations and Americans and Canadians, everybody, retiring in their countries. One such example is the situation in Spain, where they are charging big bucks to British citizens who have bought or purchased second homes in Spain. The squeeze is on for expats and slow travelers. These countries are learning that a massive number of retirees can change a country's GDP. And they're no longer interested in having the lower income retirees come to their country. Because of the high level of dissatisfaction in America, they think and believe that it would be best to pull in wealthier retirees. And in doing so, they have increased the amount of finances necessary to qualify to live in these countries, either temporary, as in the case with Mexico, or permanently. It's slightly over $4,000 a month that you need to live in Mexico. Well, my goodness, if you had $4,000 a month and you worked online and added another $2,000, you could stay in America. The thing is that they're now gearing their retirement programs to wealthier retirees because this is better for their economy. Now, I don't want to get into politics. That's not what this channel is about. This channel is about retirement budget options. So, as a leader in this industry, because I've been doing it for over 10 years, I am sensing that I need to find a way, research and find ways for not only myself, but many other retirees to live comfortably in the country that we were born. And that's why this channel is making a slight left turn back to the US to take a look at our options.